You should read through problem number 5 before you start watching the solution. But for problem number 5, we're going to let x equal one small box of oranges, small box, and we're going to let y equal the large box. The number, let's see, cost, small box cost, and then the large box cost. So those are the two variables. We're trying to figure out what is the cost each of one small box of oranges and one large box of oranges. So that's that part. And then the second sentence, actually third sentence, Deshaun sold 8 small boxes. So if he sold 8 small boxes, then that would be how much he sold them for. So 1x would be how much one small box would cost. 2x would be how much 2 small boxes would cost. And it says he sold 8 small boxes and 1 large box for $113. And then the other person, whose name I can't pronounce, sold 4 small boxes and 6 large boxes, and that amount of money was $150. So we now can go ahead and do something to these equations to simplify things a little bit here. And what I'm going to do first, I'm going to go ahead and divide every one of those numbers by 2, and I'm going to rewrite that out here. 8x plus 1y equals 113. And then I'm going to get 2x plus 3y equals 75. I like to keep my numbers as small as possible. And so to get these two equations to add up so that one of the variables drops out, it looks like my best bet here would be to multiply the top equation by, hopefully you guessed it, by -2. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to rewrite the first equation. Sorry, I'm going to rewrite the second equation first, and then I'm going to multiply each of the numbers. I said -2, didn't I? I meant -3. Hopefully that didn't mess you up too badly. So -3, I'm going to multiply the top equation by -3. Now, -3 times 8x is -24x. -3 times y is -3y. And -3 times 113 would be -339, -339. And now, when I add these two equations up, I'm going to get one of the variables dropping out. Okay, so if one of the variables drops out, that's what we want. So if we add the x terms together, -24x and 2x is -22x. Then the y's cancel, and we get, so the y's cancel, and then we get -339, or 75 minus 339, but we really want to do 339 minus 75, which is 264, but it's 75 minus 339 then would be -264. And when we divide that by 22, -22, we're going to get x is equal to 12. So you're allowed to use your calculator for these to not get bogged down with the numbers like that. But then once we solve for one of the variables, we plug it in and solve for the other variable. I'm going to use this equation right here, the 2x plus 3y equals 75, and I had second thoughts there. Let's go ahead and use the very first equation, the 8x plus 1y equals 113. So we say, we replace x with 12, so we get 8x plus y, 8 times 12 plus y equals 113. And 8 times 12 is 96. So we get 96 plus y equals 113, and when we subtract 96 from both sides, we get y equals 113 minus 96 is 17. So once we get our two numbers, we reread the question, and then we interpret what is being asked and what we found as our answers. It says how many, what is the cost each of one box of oranges? So X was the one small box of oranges. So small box. So I don't really need you to write a sentence. Small box would be X 12, but make sure you include dollars. So small box of oranges cost $12, and a large box of oranges cost $17. That's it.